Hello and welcome back to the latest episode of the Brothers in Red podcast presented by me, James Double, and my brother.
Ben Double, aka Dubs_LFC. Why aren't you saying it anymore?
I just don't need to say it. No.
Why?
Well, I don't think it's going to do anything for me. I don't tweet much. I tweet in games and that's about it. Especially if we go on a losing run, I definitely avoid Twitter because of the toxicity. I was going to say how have you been before we dive into it, but what is the state of football Twitter at the minute?
If you asked me 24 hours ago, it's a lot worse.
Better now, is it?
Yeah.
Has Salah put stuff back up?
No.
Do you want to explain the situation to the people?
So basically, obviously, I think it's been going on for a while. Obviously, he's hit a bad run of form. I personally, there's reasons. Obviously, I think Jota's a main factor in that. But anyway, the E-Reds or people on Twitter/X decide to just say a load of shit like get out of the club, leave, like all this slander and just nonsense. Basically, he's finished and all this shit. And last night, obviously, he didn't square it to Verts at one point where he could have, and everyone, all these people again, just start going for him. And then he's changed his header and picture to nothing to do with Liverpool.
Which I feel like is a very Nunes move from back when Nunes started going through this sort of stuff as well.
But I think so. I replied this to one of the accounts I follow who said it's very unlike Salah and all this kind of stuff. He needs to grow up, basically. And I'm like, he doesn't really do this sort of thing, and he's gone through a traumatic experience of losing one of his best friends, and you can tell that his string for tolerance has got a lot shorter for the shit he is going to put up with, where it spans anyone. The fact that he quote tweeted Anfield Edition about the fact when they said about Nunes and Diaz and then having Isaac and Ekitike as an upgrade or whatever it was, and he quoted that saying, let's not bash it, celebrate the players we had or whatever like that. That shows you already he's got no room this year. Like literally, just stop talking shit.
And his interaction with online is proof of them being active online,
100%.
seeing the stuff you say negatively about them.
I think it's all stupid anyway.
The devil's advocate to it is if it's in any relation to being benched, which is not because Salah's been benched before, then you can understand a bit of Salah, this is a team sport. But there's so much evidence against it being that no one really has a leg to stand on when it comes to that sort of stuff. The side of football Twitter I was on about before all of that anyway is, yeah, we lost 4 in a row. But the fake accounts posing as supporters to get bait.
Yeah, literally.
You've got real supporters who are doing
believe what they think.
Are doing very little supporting, which is literally in the name. And then people losing their heads after a poor run of form. Fine, take it. I've said we have been rubbish.
We have been rubbish, but at the same time, how many have we lost by? 1 goal a game.
Yeah, and it's always like a last minute, like a end of the game concentration thing, and people calling for Slot's head.
Yeah, Slot out was
people calling like our players shit, saying they can't play football. I'm like, just like form is temporary. Like it will get better. And even we'll get onto it. Actually, no, we're going to go straight there because that's pretty much it. What I was going to say. We've had a blip in form when people are calling for heads and saying we're rubbish when they're still world class footballers. They're still Premier League champions. Like, give them more respect and actually support them. And the thing I will say is, I think it is just most online people because I think
apparently there are people saying no, but there are people saying that some stadium goers are the same now.
Yeah, and there will be.
Yeah.
But I think it will be a minority of stadium.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Versus a majority online. Like you see a lot online.
But the other thing I will say is the same with politics, the same with anything. There is always a louder.
Yeah.
Like the negative is always louder than the positive.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll jump straight into it then. So just
what was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh,
sorry.
So yeah, how bad our form has been, losing 4 on the bounce, 4 points behind Arsenal in our worst period of time.
Yeah,
but
this is the thing, and everyone's like, can't believe Liverpool has swung 9 points, which we have swung 9 points in 2 weeks. I'm like, everyone forgot we swung 5 points for the first 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like we swung 5 points clear of everyone for the first 3 weeks. Yeah, we've dropped 9 points versus everyone around us in the last 2 weeks, there's nothing saying it won't happen again. Like, this is football. Anything can happen. And
games played.
It's October. Like, nothing really is settling until January.
PSG was shocking last year.
Yeah,
PSG were October, November, December. PSG were awful. Hence why they finished so poorly even in the Champions League. They were drawing games they shouldn't have in the Liga 1, and they ended up winning both. Like, they hit their form at the right time, and I fully believe if we click, we won't lose a game from January onwards.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if now we've had that result, if the defence can sort of find rhythm and find consistency together and solids up, I wouldn't be surprised if we can go on a run now.
100%.
Draw a couple.
It's a great one to do it on as well.
Yeah. So yeah, summary of what the pod's actually going to be today.
That was a long intro.
Return of an OG game over 1 year on since we started the pod. Preview the weekend game against Brentford, of course. But first, we'll take a look at both of those fixtures, combining them so we don't have to talk too much about the negative and somewhat about positive. But
I still don't think there was much negative about United.
We will start with the United. So we lost 2-1. 83rd minute winner from Harry Maguire, just from a case of a sort of trying to counter while the ball was getting played back in.
That is one thing we need to not do. I think Gakpo again was in that position, and he tried to leave early.
Yeah, I would say there were 3 United players trying to head that ball, and only Ibu was next to them. So many people are culprits of it, but I think you're right I think it was Gakpo, Salah, and another where they were basically sprinting for a counter when United still had the ball outside of our 18-yard box. Like, that's
the second goal this year. Because what was the other one?
The other one was the one that Slot called out, which was the Palace one.
Yeah.
And again, similar position to where the goal happened. A bit more crowded for that one, but same mentality. And it's from a positive place.
Oh, 100%. Like, just wait.
It's the 50-50. It's the, if that goes to Mamardashvili, you've got 3 attackers on 1 defender. Days gone by, that goes to Ali. Ali comes and gets it. Or that goes to Virgil's head, and he'll clear it to someone to do what we did in the Frankfurt game before we get to it, where Robbo gets the ball, passes it straight to Ekitike, go and score.
But this is the issue. You only need one person.
Yeah.
The amount of times that Salah is that outlet, and he's turned defender on last man, and it's just him.
Yeah.
You don't need 3 people running. Like, in that situation, you don't, in my opinion.
No, it's fine. And I think, to some extent, that'll be a culprit of the fact that, and we'll get into the actual details in a minute, we were chasing that game for large parts of it. So we had the oomph to go and get it.
Yeah.
But when you have the oomph with 7 attackers on the pitch, all of their instincts, all of them is forward, go, rather than instinctively being, threat, rather than opportunity. There was obviously their first win at Anfield in 10 years. I knew the stat was going to be a jinx when I said it last week. What was your opinion of the game overall?
My God, it was shit.
Positives.
That is the shittest thing about that game, is Mike Oliver, yet again. Every single game he refs, there was a decision. I forgot that he was the Doku challenge on Maka for a penalty for us. And like, there's so many others where he was the Everton game as well, wasn't
he? You the Rodri one?
Huh?
The Rodri one or the whichever?
No, us against Everton when they kicked off at the end. Jones.
Oh yeah.
He was that game.
Wait, was it? No, it was. Was that him?
I think it was it.
Might have been him.
But anyway, he's absolutely dreadful. And you touched on it. How on earth are they letting Newcastle fan ref our game after the hatred this summer has caused? And like, Newcastle would be like, there's no bad feelings or whatever. But you could tell around the time of summer there was, and there definitely is, but some people, like Mike Oliver, would deny it.
Yeah, of course he would.
But why are you letting it? He shouldn't ref a Liverpool game this year.
No.
Until it blows over, because there is a bitterness there of Isaac leaving for us.
We literally had,
as much as they try and cover
we literally had all of their fans saying, "Can't wait for Liverpool to come to town so we can literally injure all of their players."
Yeah,
that's the underlying bias that's there. And we said this, I think, about when the whole David Coote thing came out and Paul Tierney and those sort of things, where if there's any sort of bias, and the whole Clattenburg coming out about Klopp.
That was bullshit as well, that story.
Yeah, I know, it was fake.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that whole thing of saying they're unbiased and then having any animosity towards a manager, there's a natural
bias.
There's a natural bias.
Unconscious. Like, subconscious.
Subconscious bias.
Whether you want to do it or not, we've spoken about it before, haven't we?
Yeah.
You will just give a decision in the back of your head because you subconsciously don't like that person.
And all of the media and all of the narrative and all of the celebrities that came out to try and get Isak to stay, everything that was going on, like, it doesn't have to be massive. There will be a subconscious bias.
100%.
And it's Liverpool. Like, Newcastle definitely would have a bias against Liverpool anyway. But yeah, and that's not us saying he's corrupt. That's nothing like that.
But there will just be bias this year, especially, and there has been in the past anyway. But what is the issue with just saying, Mike Oliver, you don't ref a Liverpool game for a year? It's not that hard.
No,
it is not that hard to do. But anyway, that was a bad point of it because the first goal shouldn't have stood, and then there was a couple others as well.
Obviously, so that first goal kind of got brushed under the carpet a bit during the game. Commentary half said it
because they don't call them out for anything.
They started at the start of the season, since. But like, it's sort of categorically the game should have been stopped. That is the rule. It should have been stopped.
What happened last night?
The game got stopped. Like, and it happens to us absolutely fine. And we've benefited from it because I saw those people saying, "What about this?" Like,
fair enough, it should have been stopped.
Yeah, classic case of whataboutery. Yeah, it should have been stopped. What are we doing here?
I said to you as well. Like, obviously we speak all the time. I said to you,
Shit. Wow.
I said to you this morning, and was it this morning?
Yeah.
No, I think it was the other day. The day it happened. One of the refs' main responsibilities, I feel, is their duty of care to the players and keeping them safe and keeping everyone calm within the laws of the game. And how is a duty of care when someone's had a head injury not to notice? Because you said that his vision was blocked. I seen a couple of days ago he had a clearer vision of the Macca on the floor.
Fair.
Like, there was a gap and he was looking at it and just went and carried on.
And then there's a part of me where I have a slightest of...
Why doesn't he run past him, though? Like, over the top of him, basically, in that situation.
Yeah, I have slightest of understanding of a very difficult job because
it is difficult.
I'm the first to get frustrated at defenders going down easy when they've been caught out. And it happens a lot. Centre-backs fall over all the time from the slightest touch. It happens a lot. The guy needed 4 stitches. There's a level of contact that happens, and it was contact, and 2 players managed to fall over. It wasn't like one challenge on the other. 2 players fell over. It was a bad challenge, and you could see it, and it was self-inflicted. Van Dijk did it.
Yeah.
But it
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. The rule is literally a head injury. That's why a massive thing about like concussions and stuff.
Yeah.
Concussions in the game, rid it. They don't do headers at a certain age anymore because they're trying to protect people. This time it don't matter. Or I didn't see it. Sorry.
It's just bleeding from head. It don't matter.
But on the flip side of it, I will say we should have done better to defend it.
100%. But
like, there's no denying that either.
Yeah.
And this is one where I feel controversial saying it, and it's not digging out. I think Ali saved it.
Yeah, you would have. It's not digging out. It's just we've said it. It's like Kelleher, maybe. Kelleher might not have saved it either. But this is the issue when you have the best keeper in the world.
Yeah, it's the 1%. It's that next bit.
Yeah.
Where
in 3 years' time, he might save it.
Fine. And he had great saves.
He's young enough to learn. Yeah, he did. And he's a great shot stopper.
Great against Frankfurt.
Like, I'd say with his hands in the air.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think on the ground, I think he needs to improve a bit.
And like coming out, which is Ali's special.
That is Ali. Yeah.
Ali's is
sweeper keeper,
positioning and reading
the game,
approaching a player.
Yeah,
that's attacking. Ali is best by far in the world, and then he's great at everything else as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not blaming him, but Ali could have saved it, I think.
Yeah.
Still felt like we were back in the game, though. It wasn't down and out like
I thought we played well.
We had a system. We were connecting, linking up.
It wasn't as negative, shall I say, as previous games.
Yeah,
and like you've seen like a bit of a spark, identity, whereas before it was just bland.
It wasn't perfect.
No.
But it was so much better, and yet all I saw was negativity of we don't have a clue what we're doing.
Yeah.
I was like, I am watching a different game because
literally, and like the
compared to the 3 games
1-2s,
prior,
like the passing triangles, sometimes like it didn't happen all the time,
no, it
but
wasn't perfect.
we're
That's what we're saying.
building to the point where it does happen all the time. But the moments it happened, I was like, that's going to be us. That is our identity, and it will happen. It just needs to keep evolving at the moment.
And the players need to learn each other, and the players need to build relationships and build the link up. And then, so I saw a lot of positive in that. A lot of positive.
I did as well, and I think Shobo and Verts are building a good relationship.
Yeah,
I think.
And we'll get on to Frankfurt because I think that epitomises that relationship as well. The other thing I'll say, we lost 2-1, sure. Gakpo hit the woodbutt 3 times. 2 of them are legit. One of them would have been a lucky goal if it went in. So even if you just count the 2, you're talking 3-2 as a final result. But probably at that point, we go 3-1 up.
No, you're missing Gakpo's header. That should have been on target.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and Salah's clear chance.
And then Salah had 2 missed chances. Yeah. And Gakpo had a missed chance. One of Salah's Jones.
Isaac should have. You could argue Isaac should have scored.
He could have scored. That was everyone said like Isaac should be scoring that. I'm like, I get it, but it's also a hard finish. That's a tight angle. Like he should be. It's him. That's why we bought him. But I'm not going to berate him for that. It's not an open chance if it were. I'd miss the Salah shots, but then I'm not Salah. So it's the ones where you expect Salah to be taken.
Yes and no. Anyway, as in, I wasn't even annoyed Salah missed. Like they weren't easy shots still.
No.
Like, and people like going back to the start. Like obviously, he could have passed to Verts, but like in that situation, you're just lashing your foot at it and hoping for the best on that bounce. It wasn't exactly like a controlled.
No.
The one I'm thinking about anyway was like half volley type.
There's 2. One was he's so close to the goal, it's hard to not get it on target, and he misses to the right of it.
Yeah.
And then there's another where it's coming over.
Yeah, that's what I was
it's
about.
Like a
and Verts was on the inside.
Yeah. And that one, I don't blame him.
No.
That one, I think he tries to put his foot through it. I probably would have tried to like side foot it, pass it.
The only thing with Salah is he should have used his right.
Which he doesn't have. He doesn't own one.
But he does score. When he does hit him with his right, he's all right. He can be.
Yeah.
And even if he fluffs it, it's better to hit it across goal.
Yeah.
For the keeper to parry out.
Just do anything. Just literally let it hit your body at that point.
Even if you hit a defender, it's going to ricochet in.
Yeah.
Like anything, just to make it scrappy. But yeah, I'm not annoyed at Salah for like missing it. Like I'm not even like. I wasn't angry and pissed off like everyone else seemed to be on Twitter. Like I was annoyed because it was the fucking scum we lost to, and I hate it and I hate losing. But I think it was a bittersweet one where like I can see us.
Yeah.
Like exactly we are in the right direction. And then to have Frankfurt after like shows we are going in the right direction.
Yeah. And
that quickly just that game could have been like 6-1 if our chances go.
Yeah.
Like Karim said.
No, it's exactly what the vibe I had from the game as well. Of you hate losing that game. You never want to lose that game. I'm not happy.
Especially that game.
I'm not happy that we lost that game.
Yeah.
Let's get that really clear. But I was much happier coming out of that game from a Liverpool performance perspective than I have been Galatasaray, where we barely looked alive. Chelsea was
bad. Chelsea, I think, was the worst one.
And then I think Palace was good in moments.
Yeah, I think Chelsea is our worst performance this year.
Yeah, it was almost like a dip. Chelsea was the lowest. United's us coming back out of it.
Yeah, 100%.
Signs of it. Still defensive fragilities. And then
Frankfurt.
Before we get on to Frankfurt, because we'll move there next, I have a question that I'm going to ask now, and I'm going to circle back to it in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any element of you in certain games where you would want us to have a plan B for when it's feeling tense and fragile and open and too open from us of controlling it, where we have option B of recede into some sort of a block to force their team who are trying to low block us and counter to do something, let them have the ball for 10 minutes. They start to open up and then you attack. Like, I feel like we're constantly, give us the ball, we'll try and open you. Sometimes I'm really intrigued of, you have the ball. You have the ball, come to us, and then we can counter you. And then it's like a two-way. There's no one way of playing. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from, and I personally, last year I would have said yes to that. As soon as you put Verts in this team, I say no.
Right.
You need Verts on the ball. You get Verts on the ball, anything can happen.
Yeah.
He's just warming up at the moment. That's what it is. But I think when he gets settled, he is going to be able to break these low blocks easy.
Yeah.
And I think that's what. I think him not settling yet is why we've struggled.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my opinion. Like, I get what that's what I'm saying. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
If we didn't have Verts and Verts was a playing, yes, because we don't have that someone to unlock everyone.
No. I think my question comes because we spoke this morning quite a lot about just the different games and different performances of teams, and we both rightly praised how good Arsenal have been defensively.
Yeah.
And then, like, best in the world, absolutely fine to say it. And then you said, if you had stuck 4 players,
Yeah,
3 defensive-minded midfielders, even if they're attacking,
if we had
defensive-minded, if we did that, would we have equally as good defence? Might not be exactly the same, but it would be way better than we're doing now. And that's where my brain went, should we, for 10 minutes on games where we're out of control?
But you can't sub them all on.
No. But you just... Chobo's been at right back. I don't feel like it would be much of an ask to make him play a 6 for 10 minutes.
You're not going to get him to sit. I don't think when he's in that midfield role, it's a bit different. Do
you get the premise?
I get the premise of what you're saying. I think if Grav, Jones can be instructed, and Endo,
yeah,
if you had those 3 starting as centre mids, then that is a low block. But I don't think we'll ever do that. I understand what you're saying
because we want the ball. And I don't
football.
It's just I get frustrated when we can't break down a team, and I get what you say about that. It's absolutely fine. I get frustrated when we're being forced to try and play ridiculous football to break down poor football, where I'm like, let the people that are struggling to play football play, and then we'll exploit them because people don't attack us, so make them attack us.
Yeah, but I don't think it works. I don't think you have the players on the pitch to be able to do that.
Okay.
Because if you want to win a game, you're playing Bert, Shobo, Grav as that midfield 3, Jones, or whatever, and I don't think you're going to get all 3 of them to sit. But maybe to control a game, like say we're 3-0 up, go and do that.
Yeah, fine.
Or even 2-0 up, alternative, and they're still low blocking, then you go do this, and then just be like, we're just going to hit you on the counter. Now we've got 2 goals.
Yeah, it's just an alternative thought of how to open up a team. Along those lines, this is a transition to Frankfurt because it relates to one of their goals. But the United goal we scored was a classic cut back on the fullback into the gap between the centre back, pass across the face of goal, Gakpo tapping, which I thought Gakpo nearly missed, by the way. Came off his shin and nearly hit the post. I was like, that was too close to call. The transition to Frankfurt is we've not been seeing the passes to Kerkez down that left wing from Gakpo for whatever reason.
Pissed me off.
For whatever reason. Yeah, but we don't, I get it. We don't know the reason. Maybe Kerkez isn't saying anything. You'll be very surprised. Maybe Gakpo doesn't have a clue. So then in Frankfurt, a lot of our threat was from that overlap rather, from Robbo, and the amount of times he got that ball.
But Gakpo should be knowing. Gakpo knows Kerkez is there. Like, there's no hiding that. Like, when you're playing football, you know, a professional footballer as well with his scanning, you know when a player is running behind you. And even if he's not screaming like Robbo would, Robbo probably does scream.
I'll probably be scared.
But Kerkez
probably a bit of the Scottish coming out. He's like, oh, yeah, I will pass you the ball.
But Kerkez is 100% calling for it. 100%.
I just don't know why he wouldn't be passing to him.
Don't trust him yet.
Do you think?
100%.
So you should. We'll move on to Frankfurt then. So we'll start with the starting selection because it was quite a contentious thing. We obviously had no Grav for injury, which was a bit of a worry at the start, but obviously
that's the reason Slot did it.
Came out interestingly.
No, can I quickly... Oh, wait, no. What are you going to say? I was going to actually rebuttal your comment about the position of playing like us playing a low block.
Cool.
I think our counter to that, if we got Guy, would have been 3 at the back. I think Guy starts left back at times, and we changed to 3 at the back during the game, and having like more attacking, more players to overload them. I think that's like we sometimes do it now, even with Robbo.
Yeah,
and I think if Guy is there, it would be a more set in stone formation.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know if that would change the issue we already have when it's a low block. Like, I get that, but sometimes we shove 7 attackers on and still struggle to actually break down some low blocks. Like, we don't because we score. But
that's what, and I think that
And I'm
United
only
game
talking
we
10
created so many chances.
yeah, I'm only talking 10 minutes as well. I'm not talking like a
Yeah, but I
wholesale
think
change. I'm not talking about like a reset and then go again.
I think that's
Whereas
the issue.
we
Though.
go.
I think that's the issue, though. You saying just 10 minutes, you can't plan for that. You can't plan a whole team to just do that, as in the person out on the pitch.
Do you know what I think?
No, that's what I'm saying. If you have Shobo and Grav playing, you're not going to instruct them 3 to sit and get them to sit and wait for the ball.
The bad analogy, but sort of transferable skill, if you will, from Coach Carter. Someone just shouts out Delilah, and then all of them
Bit of a bigger pitch.
You know what I mean?
Bit of a bigger pitch to get into
fine.
that position.
Absolutely fine, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You have a trigger, it forces people into 2 rows. You still have your counter attackers. That's the whole point of it. But you do a bit of a reset. You bit of a okay. I don't think it will work from the point of view of they'll want to give us the ball as well, and then we'll have to do something with it.
Yeah, I think that's what would happen.
Yeah,
I don't think they'd attack. I think they'd be like, "What the fuck's going on here?"
That's half the reason why I would do it, but at the same time, that could be the whole reason why you can't do it.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. So starting selection. So we've traded in Frimpong, Ekatike, Robbo, Jones for Maka, Salah, Bradley, Kirkus. Rotation.
And Grav? Was Grav?
Well, Grav injured, yeah.
Yeah, rotated in there.
I don't know.
He played against United, didn't he? He came off.
Yeah. I don't know who would have come in for him. That's
Isaac. No, Isaac started.
That's
yeah.
Rotation, intentional. What's your thoughts?
Yeah. Did you hear what Slot said?
I asked 2 questions and you went yes.
Intentional. No, I answered the last one. Right. Intentional. Did you hear what Slot said?
No.
He did it because of Grav.
Right.
He had to restructure the whole midfield because of Grav being out, and that's why Salah was also not in, because he was restructuring everything basically around that midfield.
Interesting. I'm trying to think why that would affect Salah, for example, but I don't know if that's his way of
getting out of it.
Because people were, like I say, like you've already said, people were calling for Salah to be benched.
Fucking Carragher, you can fuck off. Sorry, he does my fucking head in.
People calling for Salah to be benched.
Yeah.
So Slot gave him it basically, and he's been out of form. So
yeah, I'm like what I really actually hate at the moment of football is the words dropped, bench, and hooked. It's rotated. Like how we have like 60 games a year. Verts, for example, probably technically our best player. You could say that up there. Just because he's not starting the next game doesn't mean anything. Like it's rotation, it's getting them fit, it's getting them to last, so we don't have that fall off at the end of the year that we always do. Last 2 months we've always fallen off.
Yeah, I take everything Sky say now with like,
that's just
a kilogram
bias.
of salt.
Yeah,
not even the bias. It's rage,
it's
rage
impression.
Bait. It's all bait. It's all bait. It's all reaction.
That's all social media and even
forced.
television is now.
Yeah, it's all forced. You can see it.
Yeah.
So I'm less bothered about what they say.
Did you see the overlap one?
No.
Like, so they're releasing it. They released the clip today.
Yeah.
When we played 5-1 last night, and it was about like the United game basically.
Yeah.
And stuff, and like Skull saying about like Salah or something and slating him like for not playing well.
Yeah.
All this kind of stuff, and it's like, mate, he's a fourth highest goal scorer in the Prem of all time. He can have a dip in form.
Yeah. I think. Did you see Owen Hargreaves?
Yeah. To be fair, I rated him.
He was really good.
On his I thought he was a really good pundit.
He was really balanced. He was saying, yeah, not in great form, not playing well, similar to us.
Yeah.
He's like, it's a decision to be made. I'm not saying you should, because sometimes the players like that you shouldn't. If you do, fine. He's not saying, oh, he's been horrendous, he deserves to be dropped. He's not saying you have to play him, he's your best player. He's just saying, yeah, balanced. It's a view, you can do either. It's a rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm much more of that mindset. Much more of the mindset of rotation, even if it was intentional rotation, to give him a break, to allow a different problem for them. If they've planned all week to have Salah there,
Yeah, this is
having
what I mean,
FTK
though.
and Isaac as a different problem.
Yeah. And now at the weekend, what are Brighton gonna Brentford? So I've got there in the end. Brentford gonna plan for.
Yeah.
They don't know which striking five we're gonna play.
No.
And I think that's part of it as well. But on the Frankfurt game, obviously you mentioned come on, he could have walked away with a goal and assist. If James Jones finished his little chip through on the cross, great assist it would have been, class vision. And if he put it through like he has done a million times before, that goal through the legs, that's a goal and assist.
The one that caused all the reaction. And
Yeah.
Salah has done that his whole career. I have
100%.
no animosity against Salah for doing that.
Honestly, I think it's like an inch. If his knee, if you look at it going through his legs, if the keeper's knee is an inch to the left more, it goes through clean and it's in.
Yeah.
Like it's a game of margins, and it always has been.
Absolutely.
And it's a game of margins in terms of people slating him and telling him to fuck off out the club, basically. And it's like, mate, so you're not a fan.
Keeping on that thread of a game of margins, I think the first goal, again, we have our issue with something we discussed this morning of you have a clumsy moment between Chobo and Jones running into each other.
I think it was a foul on Verts as well.
Unaware of each other. Yet the player doesn't get the ball. Verts loses the ball.
Did you watch it back yet or not?
As in the Verts bit, the foul?
Yeah.
So
did you think it was a foul?
So this
I was asking.
Yeah, this is where I'm going.
Yeah.
So player doesn't get the ball. Verts somehow loses the ball. If Verts goes down because of the contact of the player on his foot, we get a foul. Verts stays up to try and play football.
Yeah.
I would as well. Doesn't get the foul, even though the player's made a challenge for the ball and doesn't get the ball, and it causes the player to lose the ball. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
He's kicked the player.
He's kicked the player and put him. He hasn't so the Frankfurt player has kicked Verts in the back of the leg, basically, put Verts off balance, which causes Verts to lose control of the ball because it goes more to his right because he's been kicked to the left, basically, and he's able to get the ball. How is that not a foul? He doesn't get the ball with that challenge. He kicks Verts,
and it's a strong challenge.
Yeah.
It's not like a tap.
It was a foul.
It was a very strong challenge.
It doesn't matter, but like it was.
And then the clumsy moment between Jones and Chobo. I think
that's the Jones was coming back over to the right. I watched it back this morning after our conversation.
And Chobo was trying to go back out to right back, and they just sort of.
I think
each other.
Jones was going back to his position, as in he's going to the left,
right,
and Jones was over to the right. So he's going to the left, and then Chobo was coming to because he was playing more right, wasn't he?
Yeah, Jones was playing left. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
And then miscommunication or just both.
So basically, we didn't have a centre mid where it should be.
No.
And then
the Bradley came out of position because we were attacking at that point. I think he might have done an overlap with Verts, and then you don't have to cover. And then they managed to swing the ball. But this is my issue with it: is there's 3 more passes before it gets to the striker. Not the striker, the winger, and come back to the margins.
The right back.
Yeah, come back to the margins. It manages to go through Robbo's legs, but
and then
the size of a ball,
like literally
the size of a
the
ball.
same the other end with Salah.
And it hits the post, so probably just past Mamardashvili's reach. And hits the inside of the post to then go in.
An
inch to the right, hits Robbo's an inch anywhere, it hits Robbo's legs. And if they were an inch to the right and the same thing happened, Mamardashvili saves it. And how many times is a right back scoring that? And I'm really intrigued by professional footballers. There is no way he intends to kick it through Robbo's legs.
Oh, no.
He's shooting. He may shoot for that corner. Absolutely fine with that. Probably not intending to hit it off the post and in either.
No.
And definitely
unless you're R9.
Yeah.
Because that...
Yeah.
Fun fact, R9 said you're not doing it properly if you're not aiming for the post.
Yeah.
That's how he used to score, because he used to aim for the post.
Exactly.
Especially on penalties.
I think that's the biggest one, wasn't it? Because if you hit the post...
If you hit the post, it's in.
If you hit the side net and it's in, and then even then, hitting the post, it's even more in.
Yeah. But anyway, back to that.
Yeah. So, a game of inches, and that's a goal where everyone loses their mind online again. We're rubbish, we're shit.
Yeah.
We're playing awfully. That was horrendous. I'm like, it's just an inch. It's just a centimetre.
It's football.
And it's just football.
It's football, it happens.
And one of my favourite things I always bring up is from James Milner's book of there gets to a certain point in professional football where no one's that much better at football than anyone else. The only difference between a certain level is athleticism, your ability to run longer, harder, faster, and sort of like arrogance, confidence.
The
ability And then you will have world-class players. You'll have Ronaldo, Messi,
Salah.
And then you even have the next one down probably of Verts, the technical ability, Thiago. They are technically way better than your average footballer.
Yeah.
But in terms of professional football players, they reach a level when that's usually where most of them are at. And that's why you can see, and this isn't an knock on him at all. When we signed Endo, everyone was like, how are we signing someone from Stuttgart in relegation in Bundesliga? And he came into the champions team.
He was captain then.
Yeah, fine. But still relegation team in Farmers League. And then he plays for Liverpool and he plays well for Liverpool. He's a great player. It's because there's a certain level where you can be a system player and play at the most elite level. You're against Frankfurt, who came third in the Bundesliga last year. They're going to have quality players. It's football. That is the whole point.
I found this crazy. I made a comment yesterday. Like, I'm just sat there and I'm like, this Frankfurt team had Marmoush and Ekitike last year.
Yeah.
That's fucking mental.
Yeah. They do you not see the stats before?
Mental.
They've made 150 mil in the last 9 months or something.
Yeah.
I'm not spent it, but they have the ability to create and find incredible players.
Better than Leverkusen have done since everyone's left.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Anyway, I
do feel kind of sorry off topic for Leverkusen.
I mean, the biggest mistake was hiring Eric Ten Hag as the successor. For
but you lost at Alonso, Verts, Frimpong, Xhaka. Like, you lost. There's like 5 other players. That's the core of your team.
I would say that. And I'm going to roll you on 10 minutes into our Brentford preview. Brentford ain't struggling. And they have had exactly the same. Rewind, we'll get to that in 10 minutes.
Yeah. How many players did he sell? You're just about Vista and Burmo, though.
Vista and Burmo, their captain Norgard, and the manager.
Yeah. So 3 players and
essentially the same. Yeah.
No, like Leverkusen sold like 8 or 9.
Oh, did they? Well, I was
Tar went for there for free. Their centre back went for free. So Verts, Frimpong, their centre back.
So that's the same as
Xhaka, their centre mid.
So yeah,
there was 3 or 4 more as well. But yeah, anyway,
fair enough. But the main ones, is in the situation. So other than that blip of a goal, Mamardashvili again, we've already mentioned it, but I thought he did incredibly.
Yeah,
really good shot stopping, really crucial save at one point when we are 1-0 down still. Also, could have gone to 2-0.
I said this to kids last night. I'm so impressed by his throwing.
I haven't seen it.
So aesthetically pleasing. I think it was on one of the counters, like he must have caught it or something, and his release to Bradley or someone on the right, and I was like, it's like when Thiago hits a ball.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh, I've never been turned on by a throw before.
Wow. Nice. See, I just feel like I'm digging him out all the time. I really rate him.
Oh, I think he's class. I think he will be.
Another thing he doesn't have, which Ali, again, is probably one of the best for, is when we need to counter from a goal kick, Ali will put it on a 10-piece
100%.
penny for Salah.
But then not many keepers can do that.
Exactly. Mamardashvili won't make it, won't see it, won't be quick enough.
No.
Ali's like, Salah, goal.
Yeah, 100%.
Again, it's not a dig. It's just not Ali, is it? I also meant to say Gamajoba, Giorgio. We all know that you listen to this. In general, we're solid throughout, so we'll run through the goals quickly. First one, I said I was going to cycle back to my question from earlier of playing a low block and for 10 minutes and forcing something to happen. We're under a bit of pressure at that point for 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
They were very threatening position. Robbo, one pass, cuts the whole entire team apart.
Yeah.
Ekitike sprints for a goal.
Yeah.
Amazing from Robbo. I thought he was a real breath of fresh air and experience back into the team. Bit of solidarity.
See, my issue is, though, sometimes when we have the chance to do this recently, we haven't made that pass. We've been too slow on release.
Agreed.
I think that's where Robbo's experience only like, I do this all the time. It is either Mane or Salah, so I'm just going to do it again and trust you.
I feel like the whole theme of this pod is we're jumping ahead to points that I want to make later, but I'm going to do it as well now. In exactly the same way. We've been saying already this season of the amount of times you see Verts making a final line-breaking run, and people just aren't finding him.
Yeah.
Shobo, amazing chip through balls. You've already mentioned Jones had one in the United game. The 4th goal, literally comes from Wirtz making that run, someone seeing it. I think Konate passes through 2 lines, sees him making that run, and he squares it to Gakas. That's the bit we've been seeing the runs, and we've not been making the passes.
Yeah.
And it's exactly the same with what you're saying there. Yeah, completely agree. We need to do that a bit more, I think.
100%. We need to release fast on counters.
Yeah.
I think
Ekitike helps because he's fast.
Yeah, actually, I think Bradley is a slow releaser from right back compared to what we're used to with Trent, and I think Frimpong would be faster, but I think sometimes he can be slow.
Okay.
I think he's fast on a counter when he's carrying the ball with 1-2s, but I think on releasing the ball to pass and go further, I think he's slow. I think he doesn't see and get that pass, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and again,
everyone has their strengths and weaknesses, but that's one of his.
I was going to go as far as saying, in the same way what we said about Mamardashvili against Ali, you concede that passing ability against Trent.
Yeah.
Like, you don't expect Bradley to be that good.
Not.
I would sing Bradley's praises from also should have scored, could have scored twice, not should have. Yeah. Could have.
I thought the header was a class header because it was exactly what you should be doing, headed down to the ground.
That's why I changed it from should to could, because it was a world class header and he hit the post from a reactionary shot, which is incredible. Second goal, corner. Gakka's on corners. You see Samuel Mane's tweet. Why is Gakka's on the corners? And then,
to be fair, me and Edward said exactly the same thing. We're like, he's 6 foot what? And then why is he on the corners?
Clearly in training, he's been like,
yeah, but Shovo could just do exactly that same thing.
I clearly didn't every time. Gakka with the corner.
No, because then we scored from last time we scored a header. Van Dijk. Shovo took the corner, and we were like, yeah, he's class on corners. Why isn't he taking it?
Fine.
So, but then I just don't know why you would. You wouldn't have him on, or like Wirtz. Why wouldn't you put Wirtz on the corner?
No, I think he did for a bit. And same as Maka. He has been on corners for the exact same reason.
I think maybe it's because Gakkas is playing 90 minutes every minute for God knows what reason, but
make sure he's not part of the rest of defence. Make sure he doesn't sprint back. He's just on the corner. Great header from Virgil. Solid.
Yeah.
Nice way to get back into it within 4 minutes of the other goal. And then Ibu to follow up so quickly after as well with a header.
Can I just say, Ekitike not celebrating? Did you see him celebrate Konate's? And Konate told him to stop celebrating.
No.
Yeah. So obviously, Ekitike's was like, I'm not going to celebrate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then Ekitike jumped on top of the back of Konate, and Ibu was like,
I'm going to. I want Ibu to stay just for his character. Like,
100%.
He is massive reincarnated, just on a different style. Can we score more from corners, please?
We get Van Dijk and Konate.
We get so many corners in games, and we prove we can do it. Why don't we just do that every time? Half the time it doesn't go to our players. Aim for the big guys in red.
The one thing I will say is because our guys are so big, we tend to. They don't even mean to push people over, but they go down and it's a foul. One of them got given last night.
Yeah.
And all he did was run past him, but the defender was off balance, and that's all it was. And they got given a foul the other way. I was like, "Are you joking?"
It's my biggest pet peeve in football because what I was saying earlier I think it's such a hard time to be a ref when you don't know for Maka's head injury.
Yeah.
Corners, I don't think refs should blow for a foul.
I think they should just wait until VAR.
I think
that would be a good decision.
Corners should be waited until VAR for fouls.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how.
Also, Arsenal get away with them they're the worst for it, and they get away with it
in defence.
Yeah,
exactly.
They're the worst at both ends, as in they'll be manipulating the attackers by pushing the defenders out of the way for their other attackers to score. They do it all the time. They hold people. All this kind of stuff. Even push people off of the pitch out of bounds.
Yeah,
nothing gets given, and then the other end they go down straight away.
Yeah, exactly. I think the difference is people are playing football, and the people that don't. Your Atletico Madrid, your Arsenal,
a
little bit of it against Frankfurt. You see it, fall flat on your back.
Yeah.
You're going to get a foul.
Yeah.
Ref can't see it. Ref cannot see through those bodies to actually understand that's a foul.
Yeah.
Half the time he sees the player on the floor, he's like, I'm not going to let this go in because...
I really agree with you.
Yeah. I think
just let it go. But like they do with offsides. They let it go on offsides until there's a proven goal or whatever, and that's dangerous anyway because of injury. So you might as well do it. It's less time than that is because it's for like 10 seconds.
My thing, and even with that though,
it's in or not.
That's what I'm saying. Even with that, what's the risk?
Yeah.
Because the risks for me is 10 seconds, 20 seconds. The issue you're going to have is, and we've had it before, where we've been benefited from it, where the player goes down, is injured, and it's just in the middle of the box.
Yeah.
And they try and run out, and then you've got a player down, you're not offside. We benefit from those situations. So I do understand, but refs have to be so much wiser to
Dark arts.
defensive manipulation of fouls. I think let it play. VAR. I'm more than happy for VAR to overturn it if it's a foul.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine. If it's soft, or if it's blocking, excessive blocking.
Why don't they just wait for the phase of play to end though?
Yeah.
But they put so much emphasis on phase of play this whole time. They can't go back a certain amount, all this kind of stuff. Why not say 2 phases of play until whatever? And then, I don't know. But yeah, I do like that idea.
Just a way to not allow that to happen and yet still protect the defenders from fouls.
Yeah.
Because I don't mind that, but yeah, just something a bit more fair because it's just so easy for the ref to blow up at the minute. Verts, Gackers, we've already said, awesome link up. Passing through to Verts breaking the line, and Gackers just keep scoring at the minute. I can't believe the amount of slander against him at the start of the season, the amount of wants to have.
No, I think he's been so consistent, and I think he's been playing really well. He just frustrates me at times, like the whole Kirkus thing and not passing.
And
like
I'm fine with that being a thing.
like,
that doesn't mean he's not good enough to play for Liverpool, and
no, that's bullshit.
That doesn't mean we need to sign anyone to replace him.
It happens all the time.
He is one of the best left wingers in world football from a standpoint of top 5.
Yeah.
There's not many you could name.
This is
probably
the issue
isn't quite there.
with Liverpool fans, though.
In and around there.
This is the problem with Liverpool fans, though. Like, they need someone to scapegoat.
Yeah.
Last year it started off as Maka, then it was Shobo, then it was always Nunes. It was just
Nunes never really got a break.
No, he didn't.
Robbo was last year a lot.
Robbo was last year. Trent, obviously.
Yeah.
Trent, that was justified.
Ooh, this is also a audio podcast.
Ben staring at the camera in case Trent ever watches.
Yeah, that's. But yeah, I rate Gackers, and I wouldn't have anyone over him right now, to be honest, on left wing, unless if you're going to spend 300 mil on ridiculous players. But
yeah, I get frustrated when people say we miss Diaz in the side. We don't.
Yeah, he wasn't playing left wing.
He is in a Farmers League with Kane up top. Obviously, he's going to get assists. Obviously, he's going to get a goal. Like Verts literally came from there. By the age of 22, has 2 back-to-back Bundesliga Players of the Year.
Yeah.
Like, it's no shock that Diaz is performing at all.
And I'll allow the bait this time. Verts hasn't got a GA this year. Plays against the German team, gets 2.
Did you know he's got more assists than Saka in 2025?
Yeah, I love those. Love those tweets. Blew my mind.
Star boy.
Not goals, but assists.
Assists, yeah.
And then the last one, talking about assists, Verts to Shobo. We're taking it as a Verts assist, even though
it's 100%
all of the work is done by Shobo. Yeah, don't give Shobo that space. That's all I'm going to say.
Give him that space, please.
Any players you want to shout about? Because quite a lot of talking there, but see if anyone's not.
No, Verts and Shobo, like, they were mustard for me. I thought they were unreal. I thought Isaac was quiet, but makes sense because he went off injured. He went off at halftime, and if he felt his groin during that first half, then that's why he wasn't involved in making the runs. Because I noticed he wasn't making the runs he normally would, and I thought that there was something off with that. And then it makes sense now that we know he's got a groin injury. If you didn't know he's got a groin injury, okay. Like CK class as always. Kanate had a good game. I've given him stick this year a lot of the time.
There's a few games there. United, he was the best defender on the pitch.
Yeah. United, Arsenal, and this game is only 3 good games this year.
But they
were class.
But this is what we always say about Ibu, though. You would probably rank those games if we didn't lose 2 of them. Well, 1 of them, actually.
It was only United we didn't lose, which is...
You'd rank him...
a bit sus that when Ibu plays well, the other centre-back actually plays well. We don't.
Yeah, right. You rank him as a 8 and 9 in those games.
Yeah.
9 in the ones we win, 8 in the one we lose, just for the sake of it. On every other game, he's been a 2 or 3.
Yeah, he's been awful. Like
a bad.
Yeah, bad. Not even average.
And this is Ibu. He's like, I'm going to give you elite. I'm going to give you literally top 3 centre backs in the world. whoops, I'm the worst of Lovren.
I was about to say I'm Maguire, but then Maguire.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just hope there's more of 10 Ebus rather than 2 Ebus.
Yeah, I think you don't know. Again, I will say it. You don't know what days players will get affected by Jota.
I agree.
So you don't know if Ebu.
I think we should be hounding on about that the whole year.
I'm gonna be, and people are
so
gonna get
dismissive.
People are still saying, "Oh, it's an excuse," and like I replied to someone saying, the reason why I think Salah's like emotional at the moment,
he's definitely not,
and like he's not there performance wise at all. Well, not at all. He still can pop up and stuff, but that's him anyway.
There are elements of his ability,
but it was about him taking his stuff down from Twitter, and I said, "You lot need to realise he lost one of his best friends. Like, again, the string is a lot shorter. He's going to not stand for any shit and all this kind of stuff, and he's not going to be the only one affected. Like, they're all going to."
And on top of that, he's currently in the worst form of the Liverpool team's recent career.
Yeah, 4 losses in a row.
He has that on his back.
I said this as well, actually. I did tweet this. I was replying to someone again saying, if anyone's going to drag us out, Salah will feel like it's his burden to drag us out.
Absolutely.
Even though it's not anymore, because we have other players that have that quality to be able to do it.
I think him and Van Dijk share that. Like,
but
they're both
100% that he wants to be the one. Like, not that he wants to be. He feels like he has to be the one.
Because one is greed, is like mission.
This is what I'm saying. Like, he is not greedy. He doesn't play for him all the time at all. I worded it as 95% of the time he doesn't play for himself. Like, every so often you're gonna, like, when he's chasing those records, it's fair enough. You're gonna, but 95% the 95% of the time he plays for this team. He plays for the club. He plays for us. The amount of times he posts on Twitter saying he wants to he wants to win it for us. It's always about us, us fans, and the way we've treated him is fucking disgusting.
We say we.
Sorry, we've gone back to it,
but it deserves it, I think. The only other player that I am going to shout about is Jones.
Yeah, he did play fast.
Like, he had 3 moments where it's sort of one of those where and he even did it on one of them, where he's got every intention, he's really tried.
Have you got some stats up from
him? No. Well, 222 passes, something stupid in the game?
123.
123.
Yeah, 223 would have been even more impressive.
Well, 123 is nuts.
Only two other players have managed that this year. Vitinha and someone else.
Like,
in the Champions League.
Ridiculous numbers.
Yeah, 100%.
Three moments where he basically put their striker through in goal by being over eager and trying. And it was always from a place of trying.
As well? Sorry, I keep cutting in.
No, it's fine.
Did you see his interviews and stuff? He said, I wish I quoted this. He's basically saying, I'm Scouse, so the 4 losses might have affected me more. So we were going to basically win this game because I was going to make sure we were, kind of thing. Like, I was just, even if I just run.
You felt that from his
he was like,
attitude.
I'm just going to run.
And this is what I'm going to refer to as the Scouse 10%.
Yeah, 100%.
Of when you have a Scouse. And we used to say it with Trent as well.
Until
1000% Gerrard is the epitome of the Scouse 10% of people can give 100%. People can then love the club so much they give 110%. You then get Scouse 10% on top of anything anyone could ever do. And I'm happy to accept Will Jones. Other than those 3 blippy moments where it comes from a good place, but it just bobbles in front to a striker.
That happens. It's football.
Exactly.
That's going to be my new saying, by the way.
Yeah. He was literally phenomenal. Him, Vert, and Shobo ran the game.
Yeah.
Like, fully dominated.
This is the hard thing. You can't drop any of them.
What's Macron and Grab going to do?
Literally.
Well, they also deserve to be in. And it might be nice to have Mako not forced to have to play
every game.
Yeah. Because even now, he's getting back up. Played well against Argentina. I think got elbowed in the head within the first 5 minutes and played really well.
Yeah.
He played well against United. Just a bit too eager again, probably attacking wise. But you don't know if it's
I didn't even say that. But during that game, during the United game, we did have holes in that midfield because Maka was sometimes our furthest player on the pitch. I think that's why we were open.
Partially because he thinks he's to blame for the first goal, maybe? Like another
possibly
intention thing. They all 5 of them deserve to play, and we have such a depth there. when they're all clicking, it comes back to what you say. Come January, if we have no injuries and everyone's clicking, we will storm it. And 100%. Then Salah will come back in March.
Yeah.
Having won AFCON.
Yeah.
At the emotional instant, and he'll be flying. And we're going to win the league. We're going to win the Champions League. We're going to do the double. We're not going to win the cups. It's going to be a great time for everyone. Nice.
I've never heard James be as delusional as me in all before. I fully believe we're more likely to win the Champions League this year. I think we could.
I think we could. I think so.
Champions League is the one because we can not be as good now.
I'll wager it to you guys because I've already wagered it to Ben. Leave your comments below and have your input.
All 1,000 of you.
All 1,000 of you. What is the lowest league position you'd accept if we won the Champions League? The way I asked Ben was, would you take 7th because of form, injuries, things happen, yet you still managed to win the Champions League? Would you take 7th? And you were like 4th, and Champions League's your lowest.
I don't know. I just don't feel like week to week. I'd probably maybe say 6th. 7th just sounds too bad.
I think if you win,
and if it's 7th and below, sounds shit. 6th is like okay.
It sounds bad until you list the teams and the form and the competition that there is in
depends how close it is at the top.
Yeah. Though. If we're 7th, but you're 3 points off 4th.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting question. Let us know how you think. We're going to move on to Brentford away. Sound good?
Yep.
Return of Henderson and Kelleher. And Sanderberg and Carvalho.
Yeah.
Henderson and Kelleher. Battle of the goalies. Who is the best understudy for Ali? You got literally face-off opposition right here.
How old is Kelleher, by the way?
26.
And what Mamadashvili, he's 23 or something.
I think Kelleher is 26 years old. This is his birthday in a month today. There you go.
So he'll be 27?
No, months today. In a month today.
He'll be 27.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant for the game.
No. I meant in a month today.
Yeah, he'll be 27. They started slow initially, and everyone, including me, and I'm not looking forward to the season review of our predictions, wrote them off.
No, I'm not either.
Everyone wrote them off, me included. But they've been going strength to strength, which again, I'm going to hype it up so much. The same I do with Bournemouth and Brighton, and to an extent Palace. The culture and the decision making and the running of Brentford is ridiculous. The fact that they've lost, we've already mentioned it. The captain, their top 2 goal scorers and attacking threat, and their manager, probably some other players in there that I've not named as well, but their goalie, Flecken, who was the 2nd highest point scorer on fantasy last year. Probably a made-up stat because I'm thinking Raya's in there and Sells definitely was highest. But still, very good. Is a quality fantasy goalie. You've lost all 5 of those players. You've recruited experience in Hendo to replace the captain type figure. You've got Kelleher. We've always said the second best second best keeper in the league.
Yeah, so where are he ranked now? 5th? 6th?
What, in the whole league? Yeah, you're in a 4th, 5th battle, I think, there. And then you've bought
Ali Raya, Vicario, Donnarumma.
Yeah, I forgot Donnarumma's in the league, to be fair. Then
Martinez. Martinez isn't that good, though.
He would be there, though.
Yeah, he'd be around that bit. So you're going to say Sal's and Pickford.
That tail end.
Yeah, 5th, 6th. Yeah.
He'll be in that discussion. And then you go and sign Thiago, who's, I think you said the stat, scored 5 and 6 or something.
Something like that, yeah.
I didn't even look it up. I just trusted him, and that's.
I think it is.
Full faith in what you said. So Thiago scoring 5 and 6, the recruitment is incredible, and they're now clicking into a gear and gelling as a team again, and not seeing the drop off everyone thought they were going to have, and like I say, me included. They've got some wins, big wins as well. They've beaten United, which we didn't do, beaten Villa, and they've beaten Bournemouth, which Bournemouth are very highly rated in the season so far. They lost to City 1-0, so a close game, and this is a City team that can demolish people. Obviously, they've not exactly been firing, but still, it's a good result. And then they've drawn to Chelsea again, who we didn't manage to beat.
5 goals in 8 games.
5 goals in 8 games.
So I'd heard Saturn 6 probably.
Yeah. So really quality results. They've lost, I think, to Sunderland, maybe. So it's a bit of a. We should have won that game. But definitely not to be underestimated as a team. I think people will come into this game thinking we're out of our run. I think Brentford away is a hard game. It's not a guaranteed win. It never has been a guaranteed win. I'm pretty sure we barely won under Klopp there. What?
I'm just going to go in with full delusion.
I'm going to ask you the score. We're going to start with the threats. So Thiago, obviously, because of the whole goal scoring stuff.
I think it's going to be Hendo to Thiago. That's the threat.
And Chada on the left wing. Yeah, I rate really highly. What's your score prediction, Ben?
4-0.
4-0. I would love a clean sheet. I think
that's what I'm not sure it'll happen, but I just want one so badly.
I'm going to go for 2-0. I think realistic clean sheet. Salah's going to score. Wirtz is going to score. It's going to be.
What are you going to do
lineup? Go. Mamadashvili.
Yes.
Brothers.
Yes.
Kanai and Verge.
Yes.
I'm going Robbo.
No.
You going Kirkes?
Yeah, because Palace midweek, Robbo will play. I reckon. Because it's the League Cup. I don't know if Van Dijk plays. I think it could be Gomez Kanate.
That's fair.
And Robbo's our vice captain. I think he'll play that game. So I think Kirkes will play.
Fair.
That's my thinking to it.
Midfield. Shobo Jones.
You can't change them, can you? Shobo Jones Wirtz.
I think you keep everything the same, but Ekitika goes striker and you bring Salah.
Yeah, you don't need to. Isaac doesn't. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I think you would have done that anyway.
Ekitike, Salah, Gakpo, yeah.
In the same way, Slot could hide.
It's going to be good.
In the same way, Slot could hide resting Salah for rotational and Grav forcing his hand, supposedly.
Yeah.
He can now hide, giving Salah his chance again, under the guise of he doesn't have a chase.
Yeah.
So it's going to happen.
Well, people say play Chiesa, but
it's a really annoying one because he definitely deserves it.
Yeah,
not over Salah.
No, this is the issue. Like, he does deserve a shout, but like,
so much.
When players are out of form, he didn't get a shot at left wing. Like, not this year, but like last year, he didn't get to play that when we were struggling.
Mm-hmm.
So why should now Salah struggle and he play right wing?
I think there's more out of position for him than. But
I don't think that's the formation.
That's the lineup.
Cool. I think Salah gets 2.
Anything?
Ekitike 1, Wirtz 1.
I like it. To be fair, yeah, who am I saying? Ekitike's not scoring bangs. Trivia Thursday?
Oh.
That is the throwback. Let's go.
That is a throwback.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Number 1. I currently play in the Premier League.
Wait, what? Is this like 20 questions? So I get one guess each time?
Yeah. It's your game.
I can't even remember what. Oh, Trivia Thursday.
Oh my gosh. It's literally a game you invented. How do I play?
Oh, yeah.
Trivia Thursday. Come on. I currently play in the Premier League.
Shit.
It's literally...
James Milner.
No. I'm Portuguese.
Fabio Carvalho.
It is Fabio Carvalho. You got it in 2.
You're so annoyed, aren't you?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see how far I go. So I joined the Reds in 2022. Would that have been any more obvious?
2022. That would have been obvious from the Portugal. I would have got it straight away.
Yeah.
Like,
I scored my first goal for the Reds against Bournemouth.
Portugal should have been last.
No, this should have been last, which is why it's last.
Well, it should have been 4th then.
Yeah, fine. I scored a last-minute winner against Newcastle.
Yeah. Portugal should... No, even then.
Last-minute winner against Newcastle? The only person I ever think of is Fabio Carvalho.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, that's new. That's not fair. That's new.
That is new.
Damn new. I didn't even think about
that. Nunez.
Anyway, that was my Trivia Thursday that Ben completely forgot about, and we've been doing for over a year now.
I did it in the second game.
I didn't do it in the second game. Still very good. And I never did it. It was fun. Did you get why I did it?
Because it's Thursday.
No, not the game. donut. The perfect.
Because we're playing Brentford.
Yeah.
I knew that. That's why I did it all that.
What's your moment of the week? Go.
So remember, it's just their performances.
Link up play.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Shadow shot. I'm gonna go. I loved it.
There. I'm gonna go for. I'm just gonna go for Verts' play then. I think both deserve it.
Yeah.
With a little throw over to Jones as well. Done. Happy.
Happy.
Thanks for listening to this latest episode of the Brothers in Red podcast. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like rating, leave comments, give feedback. We're all open to it. And follow him on socials at least, because he will definitely.
I've picked up again.
Yeah, he was
Last few days I have.
And if you want any updates during a game with really bad takes on football, then definitely follow me. But no sort of offence taken if you don't. And as always, share the pod with fellow Liverpool fans. Anyone who might enjoy it, non-Liverpool fans who might not enjoy it, and just get to rub it in the face when we beat them. Maybe not United fans this week. But make sure you're following us. And I've been James.
I've been Ben.
You will never walk alone. See you, Drake.
See you, Drake.